Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm back with another video for y'all this week, so let's get to it. So pretty much start off how I left off. Old girl in the red was fighting the other girl that tried to jump ahead of her. They encouraged and instigated the fight. And it was kind of funny because the girl that won, Scotty, was like, here, trying to give her ticket in the midst of her fighting. But she got that ticket while she was fighting them. I think the girl that she fought, I think the girl that lost, she got a ticket too. So, hey. Everybody wins. And it's this girl, she comes up with this botched BBL. She got the weed, like she the plug, and you know, so Rolly, they like, show Rolly the money, like, show Rolly the weed. I guess Rolly the weed connoisseur. So, you know, she had to check in with Rolly. She bring the weed out, sit the weed on the table with that nasty ass booty. Like, did y'all see her booty? Like, that shit looked the nasty as fuck, like. But she did it, and Jayla was digging in the bag. She's like, can I have some? I'm like, I know that's right. Never know if you don't ask. This girl, E.T., her name's E.T., she comes up. And it's like they didn't want to give her a ticket at first because I guess they realized, like, she knew Krishan. And she had beef with Krishan. So they didn't want to give her a ticket at first. Bree was talking about next, and, you know, like she was doing everybody. Bree was trying to next Bree and Jayla was trying to next everybody like way too fast. I feel like the only cool level-headed ones was Scotty, and I don't even like Scotty and Rolling. Like, them was the only cool level-headed ones. But at least she was giving people a chance. There was times when Rolly and Jayla and Bree was just trying to get rid of people, and all of them said next, and Scotty was the only one that was trying to see what they was talking about and trying to get him a wristband. So, you know, I will say that. She was on crutches, and I was like, girl, you need to be at home trying to heal. But I get it, like, you only live once, so fuck it. Afro Bae walk up. Afro Bae with the big afro. It was cute. She walk up, as soon as she get to talking, Jayla like, nope, next. And she was like, no, bitch, you don't next me. I was hollering during these auditions, y'all. These auditions had me fucking weak. Trying to pop her shit, do her big one like everybody else was doing. Bree literally just swing on this girl for no reason. Like, just swing on her from across the table. I think she did hit her in her face. I slow-moed it. She hit her in her face at least one time. Afro Bae was trying to get to her. Like, she was finna beat Bree's ass. Like, you can tell Bree was finna get her ass whooped. Like Rolly said, security literally had to save Bree. Bree had to get saved. Bree was finna get her ass whooped, and Bree was mad because ain't nobody have her back. She thought motherfuckers was gonna have her back on that shit. And it was like, no, that shit not cool. Bree literally swung on that girl for no reason. And I feel like Bree, for some reason, y'all know them people that act different when they got a crowd behind them. Like, you know what I'm saying? By themselves, they don't act like that. But when they friends with them, or when they got an audience, they want to, like, that's Bree. I feel like that's Bree. And I just want to say something for a minute, because I saw Bree got on Instagram and she was all like, y'all must not have seen my season. Y'all must not have seen me on my season. And it's like, Bree, boo, I saw you on your season. You fought Fran and you fought Kiki. Kiki can't fight, okay? Everybody beat Kiki up. You don't get cool points for beating somebody up that everybody already beat up before. And then she fought little white girl Fran. You can tell Fran is not no fighter. She's a little bitty white girl. She don't fucking fight. And I'm not even saying that to say that white girls can't fight, but Fran was one of those white girls that couldn't fight. So it's like, and then I believe she was scared of Key Marie. She was scared of Key Marie because she swung on all the two people that couldn't fight, but she wasn't finna square up with Key Marie. Y'all remember when Key got in her face and was like, you trying to run up or you just trying to run your mouth?
You trying to get down or you just trying to run your mouth?
You the one that came in here.
You trying to get down or you just trying to run your mouth?
If you got a problem, then
you
what's
trying to
up?
get down or you just trying to run your mouth? Oh, you just trying to run your mouth.
That was her chance to run up and she did nothing. Like, so yeah, Bree, we saw your season and you was a weak ass bitch then and you still a weak ass bitch now. Like, ain't shit changed. Get cool points for beating up a bitch that everybody done already beat up on, and you don't get cool points for beating up a little white girl. After Bree done swung on old girl for no reason, Rolly takes a break and she goes to go find old babes to give her a ticket. And when Rolly go back there looking for that girl, this is how she was looking. She was mad as fuck. So, but when Rolly was like, oh, I'm finna go find her or whatever, Bree like, what? And it's like, yeah, bitch, she's finna get a ticket. You thought motherfucker was gonna have your back behind that bullshit? Like, no, we not rocking with you. We not rolling with you behind that shit. Like, you did way too much, boo. Rolly goes off to find her, give her a ticket. And as Rolly is getting her together, they pan back into the audition room and Bree calling Scotty fake. Because Scotty wanted to give a girl a ticket. How are they fake? Because they want to give somebody a ticket to the next round, and this is somebody that you swung on for no reason. Like, you're doing too much, Bree. Like, I don't like Bree as a judge on this show at all. She's doing too fucking much. She one of them girls that get a crowd behind them and want to show their ass. Like, no, bitch. You doing too much. I'm tired of seeing Bree on my screen doing too much. Like, I don't like Bree. At first it was Scotty. I don't know who gets on my nerves more, Scotty or Bree. Like, Bree, you thought you had a friend on that? Like, no, I don't believe in hitting the motherfucker for no reason. Like, what point are you trying to prove? I feel like Bree saw her and felt like she didn't, like, look aesthetically like a girl who can fight. So Bree was trying to try her. But like I said in my last video, you can't underestimate nobody by how they look and by how they act. A motherfucker can beat your ass and you wouldn't have even seen it coming. Like, all because you underestimate the motherfucker. Like, don't underestimate nobody just because they short, tall, skinny, fat, nice, pretty. I done seen a short girl beat up a tall girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't judge nobody off how they look. And I feel like Bree was on that type of time. Like, Bree seeing her, she had glasses on. I feel like Bree underestimated her. Like, let me swing on Shorty, give her a little 1-2, whoop, 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 and ain't nothing gonna happen. Like, no, that bitch was finna whoop your motherfucking ass. Bree was about to get her ass toe up, and I'm mad that they didn't let her get to Bree. Because Bree deserves an ass whooping for that bitch. You need to be slapped. Because you're doing too much. She got her ticket. I feel like it was well deserved. And then come up, and she just like, I'm that bitch. Like, I'm that bitch, and I'll beat any bitch up in here. Basically, that's what she's saying. So they like, shit, anybody want to run up? Somebody run up. And she meant what she said. She meant what she said. She definitely got the best of old girl that ran up and tried to try her. Most definitely. So she got a ticket. And it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was funny to see. It was funny to see. It was funny to see. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, people can talk a good game. People will sit up and say all day, oh, I'll beat anybody's ass. I'll beat her ass. Ooh, and they'll just be talking. Stand on that shit. Prove it. You know? Definitely got the best of old girl. Even if she didn't beat her ass, she got the best of old girl. Like she said she would. So it's like... I also low-key felt like how she came up and challenged the group. That's gonna happen organically. You don't have to instigate shit. She's saying she can beat anybody ass in her. So Rolly's just all like, shit, anybody want to step up and take her spot? It was a whole group of girls trying to walk up, and I'm like, dang, they finna jump, old girl. So then it was eventually just one single girl that ended up running up, and she ran up and got done up for sure. So Scotty decides to take a break. She wants to go check on Bree because Bree stepped out earlier after she made a damn fool out of herself. She decides to step out and take a breather. I guess she wants to clear her head and think about the bullshit that she pulled. So Scotty going out there, she thinking she trying to go check on Bree. Apparently one of the contestants run up on Scotty and hit Scotty. And I was like, damn, like, the first time it was just all like, alright, like, damn. And so I guess Scotty tried to run up and get her leg back, and Scotty ran up and swung and she missed. I slow-moed the fight. She missed. But I'm not gonna lie. If Scotty would have made that swing, like if that swing would have connected, she definitely would have did damage to old girl. She probably would have knocked old girl out. Scotty swung hella hard and missed. That is one of the most embarrassing things ever. Swinging and missing, that's so fucking embarrassing. Like, when I swing, I be praying to God I connect. That's just the most embarrassing shit ever. Like, swinging and missing. Like, she really tried to get her leg back. Like, she swung. I feel like she's still trying to find Bree. So she walking around still trying to find Bree. Somebody else run up and hit her, and I was like, dang. Now at this point, I'm not a fan of Scotty, but I do feel like Scotty did not deserve that. She did not deserve that. Like, I felt bad for her at that point. Like, the first time somebody hit her, it was like, you know. But after the second time, I felt bad for Scotty. Like, I really did. I was just all like, dang, like, they straight whooping on Scotty. I felt bad for her. And then she was tearing up. And she was upset. You can tell she was emotional. I felt for her on that because I felt bad for her. I'm like, dang, why everybody trying to beat up Scotty? That's so messed up. The first time it's cool, but then the second time, I was kind of just like, dang, Scotty, like, you got motherfuckers at your head, boo. You need to stay in that motherfucking room and don't leave out no more. Don't do that shit no more. They got Stunner Girl coming up in the next group, and she's just saying how she wants to further her platform and things like that. And Tommy was in that motherfucker acting like she didn't know who she was. Tommy was like, Stunner Girl, I ain't never heard of you, boo. Like, what do you do? Who are you? Like, Tommy was really trying to see something, like, for real. Tommy was like, girl, I ain't never heard of you. I don't know you from nowhere. Let me know something. Like, Tommy wasn't going for it. And I feel like Stunner Girl was offended by that. Like, and that be the thing with these IG influencers or whatever the fuck she is. Like, they get offended. And it's like, girl, you are not a household name. Like, everybody don't know who you are. Everybody not gonna know who you are. Like, and that's cool. Be humble. Like, you can tell it bothered her that Tommy didn't know how it is. And it's like, boo, just be humble. Everybody not gonna know you. She was offended by that, and she called Tommy a bitch and all of that. And it was like, damn, girl, you really in your feelings because a motherfucker ain't know who you was. Like, I feel like she thought she was gonna come up there and just her name alone was just gonna push her through. And that wasn't good enough for Tommy. So then Tommy, I feel like Tommy really wanted to check Stunner Girl, but she didn't. So then we got the girl up there with the Jonathan chair. She had this little chair. Telling me it was a Jonathan chair, and I'm looking at the chair like, girl, that is not Jonathan's chair. Jonathan had one of them WWE steel chairs. You know them chairs that used to grab from under the ring and whoop a nigga over the head with them steel chairs? That's the type of chair Jonathan had. One of them foldable chairs that you fold and some way, somehow, Stunner Girl gets up to the judge's table. She's all in Suki face. And Suki like, hold on, is you checking somebody? Did you think you just checked somebody? And Stunner Girl was just all like, girl, you knew if I was on that type of time, you would know. Like, you would know if I was on that type of time. Like, I'm like that for real. And they go to scrub. Suki get down there. She swung and missed. She swung a second time. I don't know if she connected that one or not, but she missed the first one. Stunner Girl ain't get one swing in. She didn't do nothing. It was almost like they was playing around for real. So then this girl, Big Juice, comes up and she, you know, saying her piece and why she feel like she need to get that ticket. And she addresses the other crowd of the girls and she like, these girls, they hair not on point, they outfits not on point, like they don't got shit on me. And so as she talking, some girl come from all the way in the back. I ain't even see her at first. And she comes to the front like, hold on. And she like, shit, I've been breaking up fights all day outside. So that's why I'm looking how I'm looking. Like, but I feel like she went up there to fight her because that's what happened next. But yeah, she like, you not talking to me. So then old girl said something back and she was just all like, I don't want to hear it. Let's go running. And they was both getting hits in. They was both swinging. Like, you know, and that's one of them natural organic fights that you don't got to instigate. And that's what I was saying in my last video. Like, y'all don't gotta instigate these fights. These fights are gonna come regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that was the last little, you know, they gotta end it off on a fight. So that was the ending fight. Overall, I like the episode. They're just looking for ratchet bitches. They're looking for bitches that got a certain type of look that everybody don't fit the bill, you know? It was a good episode. Suki's funny as hell. Tommy is funny as hell. Bree, I don't like Bree. And then, did y'all see on the last episode, I forgot to mention this. Scotty last week on the episode, did y'all see her trying to fake run up and then get pulled back by imaginary security? Like, girl, what is that? How do you run up and you the closest out of everybody to swing? You don't swing and then you fake back up like security pulling you. If that's not the scariest shit I've been seeing, I can't stand Scotty. All in all, good episode. I thought they should have let Suki beat Stunner Girl's ass. But they didn't. So, alright, y'all. That's all I got for this week. I'll see y'all next week.